The Buffalo Bills are an absolute buzzsaw right now, but what gets lost in the entire equation is we all understand how great of a quarterback Josh Allen is, but it's time that we consider him as a generational talent. Nobody is playing the quarterback position better than number 17 right now, and it has been unbelievable to watch his progression every single year. He is truly this year's MVP, and we're already 4 weeks into the season. It is unbelievable what we are witnessing with Josh Allen right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Caden Kubler, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I believe that Josh Allen has already wrapped up this MVP award, and I know that may sound crazy to say because we are only 4 weeks into the NFL season, but the level that he is playing at right now, the rate at which this Buffalo Bills team is winning football games is truly remarkable, and Josh Allen has this team playing at such an elite level right now, and he himself is playing the quarterback position better than anyone in the NFL right now, and it is so fun to watch him. Throughout Josh Allen's entire career, he was viewed as this quarterback that was big. He could make any throw on the football field. He had a monster arm. He was mobile. He could run you over. He could hurdle you. Just a freak athlete. But his main flaw was he was going to turn the football over in the big moments, and that was ultimately why the Buffalo Bills couldn't get past the Kansas City Chiefs. That was ultimately why we didn't see them win the big games in the big moments in the postseason. But for Josh, the development that we've seen in specific over the last 2 years has been unbelievable. When he was this big turnover prone guy, throwing 18 interceptions in 2023, yet still throwing for 4,300 yards. That was when he had Stephon Diggs, and that was when he had Gabe Davis. And it was almost like a mindset shift for him where he's like, okay, I don't have my two best weapons. I really can't turn the football over anymore. I've got to flip this switch because we don't have enough offensively for me to be giving the ball away. And so in 2024, last year, he goes from throwing 18 interceptions. He's never had a year where he's thrown less than 9 interceptions, and that was a career low. Every single year it's been 12 his rookie year, 9 his second year, another 10, 15, 14, 18. You get the point I'm trying to make here. Josh Allen has been an insanely turnover-prone quarterback, but last year he goes and throws 6 interceptions. He goes and reduces it by 2/3 from 18 to 6, an unbelievable drop from Josh Allen, and that was ultimately why we saw him win the MVP last year, because the level at which he played was not only great because, yes, he could make any throw on the football field. He was winning football games because the Buffalo Bills are a great squad, but it was because Josh Allen really unlocked this next level part of his game that made him such a special quarterback. And just when I thought we were seeing the best level of Josh Allen, just when I thought, okay, Josh has been in his prime for a few years now, he's an unbelievable player, he has unlocked another gear, which is just so unbelievable to say right now. The Buffalo Bills are 4-0. They are moving like a buzzsaw. And when you look at the AFC, yes, the Chiefs started slow. They'll be up there. The Ravens right now, they're 1-3. Lamar's out for 1 to 2 weeks. The skies are almost parting right now for the Buffalo Bills to get that number 1 seed in the AFC for the road to Santa Clara, the Super Bowl. It's going to go through Buffalo, in my opinion, because they've got a cupcake schedule and they've got a quarterback playing better than anyone right now. It seems like this has got to be the year for Buffalo to get it done. And if it's going to happen, it's going to be because number 17 is playing the position better than anybody in football. And that's exactly what happened. He's unlocked this new gear that makes him even better, which I didn't think was possible. Last year when Josh won the MVP, he threw for 3,700 yards. He had 28 touchdowns. He only had 6 interceptions. He completed 63% of his passes. In terms of his rushing ability, he had over 500 rushing yards. He had 12 touchdowns. So in total, Josh Allen had 40 touchdowns last year, 6 picks, over 4,300 yards in total with rushing and with passing. An unbelievable season. He deserved the MVP last year. When I look at him right now, this dude has only 1 interception through 4 weeks. He's on pace right now to only throw 4 interceptions. He's going to reduce that number. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got to look at the completion percentage. The highest completion percentage in which Josh Allen has ever completed a season was in 2020. He completed 69% of his passes through 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That was an unbelievable season from Josh Allen. This year, ladies and gentlemen, he's completing over 70% of his passes. He's on pace to have more than 28 touchdowns. He's on pace to have less than 6 interceptions, all numbers better than what he had last year in his MVP season. He's on pace to have more than 530 rushing yards, which he had last year. He's on pace to have more rushing touchdowns. He's on pace to do everything better this year than what he did last year. I don't think we realize how unbelievable that is. You already have a generational quarterback who is putting up historic numbers, who's doing historic things in the regular season, and yet he's only getting better. That is the greatness of Josh Allen that we are witnessing right now. And I think he gets such a bad rap, and he doesn't get the proper recognition, and he'll never get the proper recognition, like most quarterbacks, until he gets it done in the big moments. And I think the major flaw that we have in the media or just as NFL fans is that we look at a quarterback and say, okay, you're not one of the top guys until you win the Super Bowl. And because you're not winning in the playoffs, it has to be because of you. And for Josh Allen, it's been the exact opposite thing. He has been putting up historically great numbers in the postseason despite these losses from his team. And it becomes crystal clear to me last year when I watched Josh Allen play Lamar Jackson in the divisional round. I'm like, okay, we've got 2 great quarterbacks, but it feels like whoever wins this game is ultimately just setting up for a game where they're probably going to lose to Kansas City. And of course, that's what ultimately happened. And Buffalo, they only lost by a field goal. Again, it feels like they lose by a field goal to Kansas City in the AFC Championship or in the divisional round every single year. But I watched Lamar Jackson have 2 turnovers in that game, where I watched Josh Allen have 0 turnovers in that game. And that was ultimately the difference. I do believe that Josh Allen steps up in the big moments, and I do believe that he's turned over a new leaf in terms of the way he plays the quarterback position. And I don't think we should fault him for what has happened in the past, because you're going up against the second best quarterback in NFL history in Patrick Mahomes, or at least he'll get to that point. And for Josh Allen to come up short now 4 times, yes, it's a hard pill to swallow, but it feels like this is going to be the year that he gets it done. And I know it's felt like this a lot. It felt like that when the 13 seconds happened, Mahomes comes all the way down and they lose that one. Or it felt like that 2 years ago when Mahomes had to go on the road for the first time in his playoff career. Bass misses the game-tying field goal. Buffalo loses again. It's felt like that so many different times for the Bills. But as of right now, this offense has been unbelievable. They're second in yards per game, second in points per game, and nobody's playing the position better than Josh Allen right now. If I had an AP ballot vote, I would give it to Josh Allen right now, 4 weeks into the season. And with Lamar Jackson getting injured, the only guy that was remotely close to him, now it's even easier for Josh Allen to go win this award. I really only view maybe Justin Herbert if they can continue to win, and maybe Patrick Mahomes if they can turn this entire season around. Nobody's playing the position better than Josh Allen. He will win the MVP. You look across this schedule, I mean, it is ridiculously easy. There is a great chance that this team can legitimately go 15-2, 16-1 with the amount of cupcakes they've got. They've only really got 3 tough games on the schedule, and that is Kansas City at home, Houston on the road. I can consider Pittsburgh a tough one on the road, and then Philadelphia at home. So you've got 4 playoff teams all season long. Your 2 toughest ones are at home in Philadelphia and Kansas City. They are going to run away with the AFC East. I mean, the Dolphins, they are terrible. The Jets, they're terrible. And I think they're going to put the smack down on New England this weekend. I can tell you this right now, and I don't think Buffalo fans want to hear this, but we will get a rematch for the 5th time in the AFC Championship between Josh Allen and between Patrick Mahomes this year. It is coming down to this again, the 2 best quarterbacks in the sport. I cannot wait to watch it. Josh Allen absolutely deserves the MVP already this year. He's locked it up. This Buffalo Bills team is an absolute buzzsaw, and I can't wait to watch them destroy the AFC this year and ultimately get the number 1 seed in the AFC. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Caden Kubler. See you guys later.